Hello and praise the Lord. This is Frank King. In this video, I want to talk a few minutes about prayer. In the Gospel according to Luke chapter 18 and verse 1, we find these words. And he spoke a parable unto this end, that men ought always to pray and not to faint. Those are the words of Jesus. Men ought always to pray and not to faint. To faint means to become weary or to give up. But what does Jesus mean when he says that we ought always to pray? Of course, he does not mean always literally, but he means we have to become persistent in prayer. To expand on what he said, Jesus told a parable involving a widow and an unjust judge. It was her persistence that caused the judge to give in and to eventually grant her request. You see, when you're persistent, you continue doing what you're doing, even though it may become hard, and even though it may seem to be to no avail. Of course, in this case, we're talking about prayer. We must become persistent in prayer and not become weary or give up. Let me tell you why this teaching, this parable is so important. It's because Jesus is revealing the key to success in prayer. You see, we live in this fast-paced and digital world. These days, we can access almost anything we want through the click of a mouse or the tap of an app. And we tend to bring that kind of mentality in our dealings with God. But prayer seldom works fast like that. Sometimes it does, most of the time it does not. If you want to be successful in your prayer life, you must become persistent in prayer and you must not become weary and give up. And get this, it does not matter how long you've been a Christian, how much faith you have, how long you pray, what choice of words you use when you pray. It does not change the fact that you must be persistent and you must not become weary and give up in prayer. Some Christians pray in faith. They pray consistent with the will of God, but they fail to be persistent in prayer, or they are persistent in prayer for a while and then they become weary and give up. Hear me, my friend. You gotta believe that God hears your prayers and answers prayer. He understands your situation better than you do. So keep praying and trust God. And in due season, you will reap if you faint not. Praise the Lord. Hey, listen, I want to thank you for watching this short video. Until next time, this is Evangelist Frank King saying, may heaven's best be yours.